Hi everyone. Today we are talking about basic income and MADAO. What is basic income and what is MADAO? So we're going to talk about the history of basic income, the MADAO concepts, community currencies, all this stuff. The history of basic income. So as early as 1516, Thomas More was writing about basic income or the basic concept in his book Utopia. Thomas Paine is a very well-known economist who talked about basic income. He's famous for Georgism, who also talked about basic income in the 18th century. In the 60s and 70s, there were a number of pilot programs of basic income for Canada, Finland, and the United States. And in modern times, just in the past few years, we've had also a number of basic income pilot programs, such as in the city of Utrecht in Netherlands, in Ontario, Canada, the city of Stockton, California, and the ongoing COVID-19 situation has brought more attention to the idea of basic income, especially in 2020 when we were in lockdowns. So what is a basic income? A basic income is a universal basic income the idea is that you give everybody in a given population a guaranteed income, which is unconditional. So say we're talking about a country such as the United States. The idea would be to give every single American citizen, say $1,000 per month. That would be an example of a universal basic income. So it's universal, it's unconditional, income that everyone receives on a regular basis, and it's not means tested. So it goes, so if you're in, so for people who, are in poverty, and many people deal with the poverty trap, where if you do a little bit better, then you lose your benefits, which sort of, so if you get, if you climb up a little bit and do a little bit better, then you lose your benefits, and that sort of pushes you back down into poverty, and it's very hard to get out. So basic income would not have that problem because you would continue receiving it, as your situation improves. And a lot of people also like the fairness that the basic income provides because, everyone gets it. So what about MADAO? What is MADAO? So MADAO is a community currency plus a basic income. So what is a community currency first? A community currency, the history of community currencies, a community currency is a local currency that is often created at a local level, and it's usually done to stimulate the economy. And so the idea of community currencies dates back to early 20th century, Great Depression times. So in Austria, you had the Wargol experiment, and they demonstrated that community currencies could stimulate local economies and create jobs. So they literally, made these, wooden, currencies, and, sort of maybe stamp the name of the community on it. And they would just pass these currencies, these wooden things around in place of currency. That's a community currency. In the 1930s in the U.S., we had the Letchworth experiment. In the 1960s and 70s, a lot of social and environmental activists, picked up and tried out the idea of community currencies to promote local economic development and reduce dependence on centralized currencies. And today we have many different types of community currencies in use all around the world, including local currencies, regional currencies, and digital currencies. So examples are the Bristol pound in the UK and the Chiemgauer in Germany. How does MADAO work if MADAO is a community currency with a basic income? So I'd like to give a concrete example of how this can work. And we have been doing this for a year, so we do have some experience, and we do find it works well in our small but growing community. Imagine you have Bob, Jane, and Amy. And say Bob, Jane, and Amy are all university students. Bob is just really great at biology. Jane is good at math, and Amy is an excellent, Amy is an amazing writer. What you have is that you have this flow of services and MADAO. So Bob, who's good at biology, he could tutor Jane in biology, and Jane could give Bob some MADAO for that service, for those tutoring services. Now, again, maybe Bob needs some help with writing. And so Amy can help Bob with his writing, and Bob can give some MADAO to Amy for that. Amy might need some help from Jane on math, And so Jane can help Amy, and Amy can give Jane some MADAO for that. But of course, you need something to get the whole cycle started, which is why everyone who signs up for MADAO immediately receives 200 MADAO onto their MADAO account as soon as they sign up. 200 MADAO. And additionally, you have the basic income. So every single month, everybody in the community receives 25 MADAO. And that basic income grows as the economy, the size of the economy and the level of economic activity grows. Then the basic income can grow also. So that's in a nutshell how MADAO work. We are the MADAO, the mutual aid DAO. So thank you. So if you have any questions, I would love to answer questions or respond to comments or talk about anything you'd like to. So you can comment in the comment section of this video. Thanks for listening and hope you're interested. If you'd like to join the community, there's also a link for the Discord community below the video. Thanks. See you guys soon.